What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Arrowverse video. So if you're new to the channel, a like and a subscribe is super appreciated here if you do enjoy the video. Now I'm gonna just start off before I get into the meat and potatoes of this video, and I'm gonna just say that, right, this is all rumour, this is all conjecture. It was posted on Reddit. So please do not comment saying, oh, obviously fake. This is just a theory. This is just a complete and utter speculation. Right? Housekeeping out of the way. Should we jump in? So there will be massive spoilers, possibly, if this leak is true, for the Crisis on Earth X crossover. It's coming next week, but I don't mind reading this because I'm actually going to be out of the country. I'm actually going to be in Holland for the second part of this, so I don't mind reading this. But let's jump in. So this was posted on Reddit. So this is possibly the actual plot line for almost the entirety of the Crisis on Earth X crossover. So apparently this episode starts with a shootout between an Earth 1 gang in Earth X against the Nazis, and Stein is badly injured, so I'm possibly expecting that one episode of this has actually been missed. And Ray and the Flash are chasing a robot that is heading towards the Earth 1 team, not sure if it's Metallo or Red Tornado, and Citizen Cold is with them. Yes, Metallo and Red Tornado are in this crossover. That is fact. They are actually in the brand new poster. So, like I said, Citizen Cold is with them, and apparently Stein crawls slowly towards a lever that opens a breach, and the Harrison Wells Reverse Flash prepares to operate on Kara. He's using a special scalpel to try and cut Kara, but wasn't able to proceed because he was stopped by the Atom. Atom defeats both the Reverse Flash and the Dark Archer, which is insane. So this does look like this is the normal Reverse Flash. So this is quite cool, and it could be a time-traveling version or something like that. Obviously, he was in the Legends, and he was in the Legion of Doom, so he was possibly able to travel. So it could be like some sort of River Song, really completely messed up time thing here. Now, apparently, the rest of the Legends arrive, but they're not sure. The person who's watched this says he's not sure where they're from. It looks like they aren't part of earlier episodes since they don't know where the Nazis are coming from. So this could simply be maybe the second episode. And Atom can now increase the size of his arm and hand. Wow, that's pretty darn cool if you ask me. And the Earth 1 gang, along with Citizen Cold and the Ray, return on Earth 1. So it looks like possibly in one of these episodes a away team will actually get trapped over on Earth X. Now apparently it's worth mentioning that Sarah, Mick, Jax and Stein are the only Legends who are present in the wedding. Now that kind of makes sense, I would say, kind of, very loosely there. I'm not sure why Ray Palmer, I would have presumed maybe Ray Palmer would be there, but they free Mick and Wild Dog, who are imprisoned in Star Labs. And we've actually seen Wild Dog taken in Star Labs. He was actually taken by one of the Nazi crew as well. And apparently Overgirl has a problem with her. And apparently she is weak and something has actually happened to her. And the Dark Archer doesn't want to leave her side. Or the Dark Arrow even. Now the Dark Arrow faces Felicity, and the Green Arrow arrives with Overgirl as a hostage, and Reverse Flash saves both the Overgirl and the Dark Arrow. It does seem like Overgirl and Dark Arrow are actually having a relationship, and Cisco has turned up. You'd think that he would be very important here, considering that, you know, he can open breaches. And everyone fights Metallo and defeats him. And, well, poor old Metallo. He's never going to get a break. But Earth X prepares for an invasion. Well, it does look like the Earth X seemingly want to colonize Earth 1. I would possibly presume this is down to maybe Earth X actually dying, which would be pretty darn cool. I think that would be a good way to set this whole thing up and add some urgency. Now we get some Olicity, and Mick and Citizen Cold talk, and obviously Mick is going to think that it's one of his ghosts. And apparently the Earth X version of Mick died as an honourable policeman, which is, you know, absolutely crazy to think. And Jack and Stein are in critical condition and they can't be fixed, they can't be saved. at all, and Jax was actually injured quite heavily in the trailers as well. And Earth X have their own Wave Rider, which to me, in my breakdown of the almost 3-minute trailer that we got, I did kind of think maybe they could have their own Wave Rider, possibly because they have some sort of logo on there as well. And Overgirl is dying and about to completely explode, which I'm not really sure if that's even possible. It's a bit odd. And Stein doesn't want Jax to die because of him, so he drinks something that was created by Gideon to sever their link, and Jax is able to actually survive, which, you know, and then Stein dies, which absolutely sucks. But we knew Victor Garber was actually leaving, so it's no surprise that Martin Stein has actually died. Now, Dark Arrow, meanwhile, wants to have a truce, and they'll leave Earth 1 if Earth 1 actually hands over Kara. Now, Oliver doesn't agree, and Earth X starts attacking the city. Now, the guy who's watched this says it's possibly actually Central City. And Mick starts firing, and Citizen Cold arrives and talks to Mick about, well, human rights and stuff, which I probably believe that part there, because Citizen Cold is supposed to be a good guy, as he is in the comics, and the Legends Wave Rider defeats the Earth X Wave Rider with the help of Killer Frost, Amaya, Zari, Cisco, and Harrison Wells. So yeah, that kind of works out as well, considering we're going to get a huge sort of thing going on over on the Wave Rider, and the whole team are pretty much going to be on the Wave Rider at some point. And Barry defeats the evil Eobard Harrison Wells, and well, he actually says that he gave him a whole speech about Barry not killing, and Barry let Wells go, but before he went away he said something that, I wonder what face I'll be wearing next time we meet again, which pretty much confirms that the Reverse Flash is going to come back. And it's quite easy for him to come back if his whole timeline wasn't actually destroyed at the end of Legends Season 2, and he can actually return and go through time. Maybe that is quite big, but it does kind of hint towards that they're going to bring him back. So Overgirl is about to explode. Supergirl carries her straight into orbit, which is pretty insane, and she explodes. However, she just, and well, her lover, the Dark Arrow, is absolutely distraught. And then Kara falls to Earth, but Steel catches her, which pretty much shows what we've seen in the trailers as well. Hopefully this isn't some mega fan fiction, and this pretty much all does hold up. And Citizen Cold and Ray are about to return to Earth X, and apparently they are actually in a relationship, which is quite a big thing there. And you know what? I ship it. Citizen Ray, Cold Ray. There we go. Cold Ray. That's their ship name if this is true, which I really actually do hope this actually happens. So it does seem to me maybe Earth X isn't actually going to be destroyed, and Citizen Cold wants to stay on Earth 1. And next we get the funeral of Martin Stein with a Jax eulogy, and Alex and Sarah say their goodbyes, and Ollie apparently fist pumps Alex, which, yeah, what? But Barry and Iris wants Oliver to wed them as mayor. However, Oliver recommends a friend preside over the wedding, and it's actually Diggle from Star City. So it says that he throws up again, so I'm not sure what's actually happened. And this also checks out because the actor who plays Diggle has said that he has barely anything to do in this crossover whatsoever, and this backs up also by some behind the scenes images. And Felicity asked Diggle if he could also wed her and Oliver. She then proceeds to propose to Oliver. Every fan who hates Felicity will be insanely triggered by that. And then, well, that is that. That is the crossover, and I'm not sure, what do you guys think? Do you think that this is actually possible? I don't really, I'm not sure if I like it, to be honest. I don't know if I want this, and really it's quite a big thing here that we're going to be getting this. So what do you guys think? Do you think that this is actually possible? Do you think that this holds any weight in it? I do completely take this with a huge pinch of salt, but it does look like we could get the Ray and Citizen Cold actually back at some point, which is what personally I actually really want this to happen. So let me know if you really do think this is true. There isn't any mention of the grave of Felicity or really Earth X Felicity, but from what I've read in this leak, it does look like that the person who watched this hasn't actually read all of these crossovers. So there's still quite a lot actually missing from this. So there's still some mysteries as well. However, what is weird is that we have the West Allen wedding and then Felicity goes and proposes at someone else's wedding. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. But that is it for this video. Please do drop a like. Please do subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye.